Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Top Rope Tuesday, right here on the MBB District. Referee Brandon Toll here. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Good evening, as we are live here on Tuesday night. Back in the normal Tuesday night time slot as we start a new month for the month of February. Can't believe we've already cruised through January. It's hard to believe that we have already cleaned through January. It's insane to believe. Right. Get the normal stuff up here. Doing good, Steve. How you doing? It's been a busy day today. More doctor's appointments. And then cleaning around the house as brother-in-law is coming in tomorrow instead of Thursday. So now it was rushed to completion this afternoon to get everything done. So that way it's ready for tomorrow, knowing that we were going to be here tonight. What's up, Bill? But yeah, that is kind of the sum of things. Being honest here. Nothing more to it but to do it. Thanks everyone that joined me over the weekend, not only Friday night, but Saturday afternoon for the Royal Rumble watch along. A lot of fun. Congratulations to Liv Morgan and OTC1. What's up, Bill? Chief won Roman, and Roman has already called his shot. Most likely it'll end up being night 2. I've got a feeling, but Roman and CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. So that'll leave most likely Elimination Chamber in Chicago to determine who is going to be challenging Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So, yeah. It's going to be fun in Las Vegas in April. So how is everybody this evening? How are we doing, everybody? Yeah. Well, I'm glad I said that then. Hey, Rob. Hey, Michael Allsworth. How you doing, bud? All right. Hey, Ben. So the plan for tonight is basically baseball centric. So this is going to be probably the last of our Soul Bowman draft backboned nights until next year. So PYT's 13 and 14. Got another one box hobby and then select an Electrum tonight. So I'll have giveaways that I'll add to stacks throughout the night tonight. And then the big one is I got these in yesterday. I posted them in Discord, but these were supposed to be for the charity show in Orlando. They did not get there in time, so they were just given to me to do whatever I want with. Big shout out and thank you to Kayfabe Cardboard. 4 cards. I signed them last night, numbered them to 4. These, if we clear out the shop tonight, I'll put these in. I will put these in and we'll random them off for 4 people. But these are the only 4 of this in existence. They literally sent me 5. I'm keeping 1 unsigned for me. And then 4 are going to 4 will go if we clear out the shop. That means clearing out all 4 baseball breaks tonight. I could sell them for money. I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing to give them to our community. And then for anybody else that wants to see what's coming just because Michael Allsworth got Pirates is getting Pirates spots for Friday. Up in the stream for Friday is going to be Museum and Chrome Update Jumbo PYTs. I got 4 of them listed up there. That's Friday night. But we got some other stuff to kill through in the meantime. Rest in peace, Cavs. I don't know. I think Harden will be I think Harden will do all right there. Honestly, there was more trade action today, there was more trade action in the market. What's up, Emart? There's more action in the trade market today than I expected. I was still thinking everyone's going to wait to see what the Bucks are going to do, and this may be the last time you see me wearing a Bucks hat. If it'll happen Thursday, I guess, is if it does happen, it'll happen Thursday, but that would be Giannis being traded. I hope he doesn't go to Miami. I'm okay with him realistically going anywhere else except Miami. I'm just not a fan of Miami in general. You know, I've been hearing up until recently that the Warriors were the leaders because they're going to want heavy into trade picks. They're going to want heavy trade pick. They're going to want heavy draft picks, and the Warriors are like number 2 in the NBA with draft pick potential. So, and then today it started rolling out that Miami could be putting together a player / draft pick package. The cleanest lies with the Warriors in terms of going straight salary. Especially if you're trying to stay under the aprons. You want to kind of go that route. So we'll see. I've been perpetually watching the Twitter feed of Shams Charania this afternoon to see what ends up for Giannis. My opinion, if he waits to the summer, it's the Knicks who get him. Michael, that can't rip till Friday. Super Sports Heroes release is Friday the 6th. So we'll kick that off on Friday night. Cool. So the big chase in that, I have it here physically. We can't rip it. The big chase in that is going to be the Boozer Twins. Debut game RPAs that are specific to Super Sports Heroes only. It's 6 autos a box or 5 in a Boozer RPA. Hooker's taking Toronto there to get us down to 14 on PYT 13. I don't know. I don't think so. I just think that the flexibility out of New York, they will gain more flexibility after the season's over. But the thing is if you wait till the summer, you lose a little bit of control if you're Milwaukee, because now you have a player on an expiring contract. It makes it a little more difficult in terms of trying to negotiate. So I don't think they're going to wait. I think they're going to make a deal that's going to work the best and get it done before the trade deadline on Thursday or on Thursday proper. And then I will have to invest in some new team gear for the NBA. Because I am a Giannis player specifically, so I will follow where Giannis goes. So, but yeah, so that is the plan for tonight, at least with breaks. All right. But yeah, I just saw the post. No heat. I'll be honest with you. I don't know that I would wear heat gear. I don't think I wear heat gear if he goes to Miami. I'm just crossing my fingers and praying, Bronson, he does not end up in Miami. And I don't necessarily know he wants to end up in Miami, to be truthfully honest with you. I don't think there's enough pieces there to make them an instant championship contender. I reposted something this afternoon that I think it was some Poly Market. Let me go to my profile. This is a pipe dream. I don't think this is going to happen, but let's imagine the world that this is in. Um, Imagine this world here. So, according to someone said, there is a pathway for the Cavaliers to acquire Harden, Giannis, and LeBron. So, step one's already happened. Darius Garland for James Harden. Number two, you trade Evan Mobley and draft picks for Giannis. And then step three, you sign LeBron as a free agent. You put Harden, Giannis, and LeBron on the same team, the East is cooked. I'm telling you now. The East is cooked if you're putting those three together. Like, that's a pathway to another championship in Cleveland. And that I will get behind. I was low key behind the Cavs when they won their title over Golden State years ago. So I'm absolutely okay. I'd be absolutely okay with it. I think that's a pipe dream, in my opinion. I don't think that's all going to happen, but stranger things have happened in this world. So, you never know. And I will say that. Because it's happened even in my life. You never know. You never know. LA doesn't want him unless he's going to the Clippers. The Lakers don't want him. Honestly, the cool thing is it makes it honestly, I like the parody that comes of it with having the aprons and the restriction on the second apron. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, and I get why they're reporting it. I just don't see it. There's between him and Luca, it's just there's too much there. Um, the money that they're gonna have to spend on him will take away from them trying to build around Luca. Because let's not kid ourselves here, Luca is the future. What's up, Andrew? Hey, Marcos. Luca is the future in Los Angeles. So I don't see them tying themselves up so much with the salary he's going to need to prevent them from trying to build around them. I would say Cleveland could make a play and see if he'll take a hometown discount, and Bronny goes with him, and you finish it up. Here you go. According to Shams Charania, Harden and the Clippers worked through his exit over the last few days, resulting in a beneficial outcome for the sides. A win now opportunity for Harden, playing at a high level at 36. And recent two-time All-Star Garland at 26 for the Clippers, present and future. Yeah, then that's going to be a tough sell, really, for any team, especially in this apron era. It is going to be a tough sell, no matter how you get to it. Why was I not following Sean? What's up, McGee? How you doing? like the last of Jordan, like the last of Michael Jordan when he played with the Wizards. Ooh. That would be that would definitely be life working itself out in a way you'd never expect. To be truthfully honest. So, all right, we got 14 left in PYT 13. Once again, for everybody that just dropped in, I'm going to add stuff to packages throughout the night. The more we close, and then if we close everything tonight, all four breaks, I have courtesy of Kayfabe Cardboard. These were supposed to be for the show in Orlando a couple weeks ago. They never made it, so they were just sent to me to do whatever I want with. I signed them and I numbered them to 4. There's only 4. There's 5. I have 1 unsigned, but for the public consumption, there's only 4, and we'll random these off for 4 people. The picture on it is me with the TNA World Heavyweight title that was taken at Hard to Kill 2020 in the main event of Hard to Kill 2020. So let's fill some stuff here and let's take some steps forward here. Let's clean this stuff up. Let's see, what do we got left here? Baltimore Cardinals, Angels, Nats still up. All right, you know what? Just so we can move things along here. 10% off. I'll open up offers on 13, PYT 13, 10% off via offers. What's up, Guy Armstrong? Cool. Offers are open. But yeah, it seems to be an interesting afternoon or an interesting evening or interesting day, however you want to put it, in the world of the NBA trade deadline. But if I can get the words out of my mouth. Set notifications on Shams Charania's Twitter. LeBron expects to finish the years with the Lakers. That makes sense. Celtics land Vucevic in the trade with the Bulls. NFLPA, players have no appetite for an 18th game. I can see that. It's already hard enough to do 17, and now you're throwing in all these international games on top of it. Bryce James, LeBron's youngest, is going to redshirt his freshman year at Arizona. He's yet to appear in a game for the Wildcats. 6 foot. The redshirting decision was just a long play to give him the most options in his career as his career unfolds. There's a belief from from Arizona that he'll be a contributor there in the near future. Showing a lot of progress, not only learning the system, but physically maturing. But the Wildcats are the number 1 team in the country right now at 22-0. So that makes sense. Don't play a freshman when you're the number 1 team in the country. Don't care who you are. Oh. Golden State have involved Draymond Green in active trade talks. That makes sense. Draymond, I'm telling you, Draymond and draft picks to me makes a lot more sense than Jimmy Butler. What's up, Rapoli? How you doing? Hey, Zach. All right, so we're down to 13. Not bad. We're talking NBA trade deadline here as we're filling stuff tonight. 4 baseball breaks, and if we fill all 4, I got extra goodies for stacked packages, and then I'm giving away 4 signed trading cards that are literally numbered to 4. There's only 4 of them, period. Of that. I know there's some people that expressed that. So the two dueling headlines that you're seeing is the cleanest. There's a couple teams, Minnesota and Golden State. Minnesota's come up in the past couple of days. Golden State's the cleanest when it comes to salary and or draft picks. Miami has been thrown in the mix as of earlier today. Um, but Golden State, when you look at the odds on them, what's up, Paul T. Paul? What's up, corner? When you look at it from an odds standpoint, the cleanest is still Golden State. They got the most to give. And I even said it. Can you imagine Butler, Giannis? So Butler when he comes back from the ACL injury next season, but Butler, Giannis, and Steph Curry. And in the meantime, sub out Butler for Kuminga because they're not going to unload Kuminga until after Butler comes back. I don't want him in Miami, and I'd be honest with you, I don't think he wants to go to Miami because that's the thing right now is it's going to have to be a team that he's going to want to sign an extension with. And from everything I heard of, I don't think he wants to. I think yeah, exactly. You know, Miami is not a championship contender in a lot of people's eyes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, here's the thing: is I mean, Giannis is in that situation right now with Milwaukee spending the past 2 years trying to build around him, and it didn't work. What's to say that it's not going to be the same thing in Miami? What's up, Ozzy? Yeah, and I don't think LeBron's or not LeBron. I don't think Giannis is willing to take that chance at this point in his career. I think he wants to go somewhere where where it would basically be a championship contender. I don't he you know if it was 5 years ago, I could say that that'd be a risk you could take. Not at this point in his career. I don't think that's a risk he would be willing to take at this point. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying if you want to, in my opinion, if you want to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's about a 3, maybe a 4. You know, I don't. I just, you know, that's just me. You know, Giannis wants to win another championship, man. That is his goal. And for me, I think it's, whatever it takes to get to that point to make it happen. My opinion. All right. Offers are up on PYT 13, step 1 of 4 tonight. 10% off. Offers are open. No, Lakers, no. They got till Thursday. The trade deadline. The trade deadline is Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Bronny for Giannis. Woof. That's fleecing Milwaukee. Fleecing Milwaukee. There's some other teams that come into play if it goes to the off season, Zach. I know the Knicks. And that's one that And that's one that he has been adamant about saying he would be willing to play in, would be in New York for the Knicks. Most people don't realize his family is over in Greece now, full time. So he's here by himself during the season. So that it's an easy flight from Athens over to New York. I think a team that's going to put him into a place where it would be realistic. You know, the only I think for me, I think the only be Minnesota. I think Minnesota works for him too. What's up, Corey? Yeah, well, they have most of Milwaukee's draft picks, so that would just be them getting draft picks back. Um, you know, uh, when you talk about who's got all the draft capital of Milwaukee, it's pretty much Oklahoma City. Yeah, and that's the stopper, Joe. Is they're gonna want blue chip young guy that they can control, which means Edgecombe would be someone that they would target, and Philly's not going to give him up, and that pretty much takes Philly out of the mix altogether in terms of trying to land him. Yeah, they're flat out going to want Edgecombe. So yeah, so he's not going to end up there. Right. And that is basically it in not terms of not seeing any other kind of real news right now. Miami of Ohio 23-0 in college basketball. No, they don't. Yeah. There's no way they take Paul George without Edgecombe. And Philly doesn't have enough draft capital to make it just Paul George and draft picks. So all right, 10% off all teams in PYT 13. Yeah, the second's not going to do it. They're going to want firsts. Yeah, seconds they don't have any use for seconds with all the pick swaps and everything that they have out right now. Any trade that would involve draft picks is going to include first round draft picks. Here we go. Baltimore. Holy, I got you. Atlanta, Corey, you're good. To get us down to 11. Yeah, but with what they just did today, though, I don't know. I don't know. I think the landscape does change, and there's other teams that could potentially do it, but it would take getting to the off season, and I think the price goes up if we get into the off season. Yanks offer going Dax hunting. I mean, you've done pretty well, Emart, through draft. Like you've got a nice little haul for what you've spent in terms of the guys that you've pulled that at least I know that I pulled of you, and let alone what Ben has pulled you. It's kind of hold on to, grade, and flip. Oh, by the way, I haven't posted this yet, but I picked this up yesterday. 2025 finest Gunter. Legend Killer. The 25 PSA 10 from the shop. Apparently, Ryan had one. Boss had one at the shop. I didn't tell me about it because that was a parallel I was missing, and sent it in to get it graded. And he got it back, and he was going to hold it for national, but he's like, "You're the only person I'd offer it to." Before that, he's like, "Do you need it?" And I was like, "I actually do." So we made a nice little deal for it to get it done, so I can add that into my rainbow from Finest. I have a couple other a couple of my Finest parallel at PSA right now. So, and then bought another one today that I'll put out. I put it in Discord, but I'll put it out once it's in hand. I don't have it yet. Sold a card yesterday, so it offsets it. Trying to do that. If I buy one, I sell one. Got an Angels offer. Joe, a little over, but that's okay. I'll take it. You're fine. All right, we're down to 9. Once again, give extra goodies in stacks this week. Should we fill everything? And then the giveaways of those auto cards tonight. What's up, Casey? How you doing? Okay, socks offer in. There we go. Got it. Joe on San Francisco. You guys, I'm taking offers, and this is still wave 1 stuff. Boom, boom, down to 7. How you doing, Pinkson? Good. If you're in the Ohio Valley area, part of the East Coast, I apologize ahead of time for all more snow. I saw that and I was like, oof. We actually were over freezing today again, thankfully. I don't think it's going to be that way the rest of the week, though. Yeah, we don't break freezing tomorrow. No, we're almost at 50 by Friday. I stand corrected. Take that. All right, we got a little bit of a warm up coming. Woot! I like it. All right, we're down to 7. D-backs, Astros, Marlins, Rays, Rockies, Dodgers, and Nats. Yeah, I mean, border just like high 40s, almost 50s, going to feel like a summertime heat wave, given how cold it's been. I'll say shout out for the Reds actually making an off-season move that was actually worth it in re-signing a Eugenio Suarez. I feel like that was actually a good move. Probably only good move that they have made over uh over uh over the entire off season. Right. see here. Seven left here to close out PYT 13. Pasquantino. Vinny Pasquantino gets a 2-year deal with the Royals. John Heyman breaks it down. He actually quotes it here on Twitter and says, nice. We got Houston off the table from Matt Hilker. Right. What else is going on here in the world that we can talk about here while we're starting off the night here? Right. What's on everybody's mind today? What is of interest in y'all's worlds today? Let's see here. Miami wins again. Miami just racking up the wins, man. Miami of Ohio, that is. Right. Oh, wow. Okay. Mm. What else is going on? Oh, here we go. I'm going to my first ever spring training game coming up in a couple of weeks. Believe it or not, I've never been to spring training. That will be fun. Yeah, Nats in Houston. Split squad. First day of first day of there you go, Corey. First day of spring training. And there's the big team off the table. Joe sent you a counter offer to 10%. Jupiter, actually. Jupiter, Florida. So basically, the way it's going to work is the way it's gonna work is basically when I come back from the cruise, I'll have a couple of days in Florida. So I'm gonna head down to Jupiter, me and Mrs. Zebra. And she's been to spring training. I haven't. So I'm gonna do spring training. And then yeah, see what happens. So it'll be fun. Bought tickets a couple of days ago for it. We're behind home plate. So that'll be fun. What's up, Mike? McGee, I sent you a counter at 10% on those Dodgers team, on the Dodgers spot. You're down to 5. The big team is off. Yeah, I wish I'm not spending more time down there. So I was hoping we'd have Sunday, but the way the flights work is basically the option that's not $1,000 one way is the 5:30 in the morning flight on Sunday morning. So I was thinking about trying to take one later in the day, but that's not happening. So I'll have basically all of Friday and all of Saturday in Florida. And live games start on Saturday. So it'll be day one. Yeah. I could care less about that. Me, just watch some baseball, watch some live baseball. New experience with spring training. So I'm excited for it. I've not seen much live baseball that's not going to like one Cardinals game a year with everyone from the shop. So it'll be nice to get to a new one. What's up, Patrick? It'll be nice to get to experience something new. All right. Joe's got Dodgers. So it takes us down to 4, as in the Horseman. D-backs, Marlins, Rays, Rockies. Get us home on this one. There's D-backs. $26.41. This is 13. All right. 3 to go. Get this night going. Yeah, live baseball is almost here. Savor it this year, everybody. If you get a chance to go to live games, go to live games. Get a chance to go, go. Do it while you can. Because there may not be live baseball next year. I hate troll accounts on social media. I'm just saying it. Oh, I can only imagine, Steve. I can only imagine. Someone has a troll account for basketball here on Twitter has the Giannis picture and says Bucks and Lakers are in aggressive talks to send Giannis and Thanasis to LA for Gabe Vincent, Dalton Connect, DeAndre Ayton, Rui Hashimura, and Jared Vanderbilt. And that's not even a thing. That is not even a thing. Uh, yeah, it absolutely just Because I'm sitting here like, oh, are they really going to wait? Are they not going to wait till Thursday and announce it on Thursday? Just like, come on. They demand Jake LaRavia too, and 2 first round draft picks. All of that and 2 first round draft picks. How about we just send them the starting 5 minus Luka? Luka and LeBron. So send your starting 3, 3 bench guys, and 2 first round draft picks. There you go. And LeBron's, yeah. Uh, I don't know about that. I think that may be if LeBron has a chance to stay in LA, then Bronny's staying. I don't think you're gonna split up Bronny without LeBron going. And uh there is no way that there's no way that the Bucks put themselves right back in this situation again. Just flat no way that happens. All right. 10% off, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. 3 teams to go in this wonderful world called Bowman. Grab a box while I'm up. It was leg day yesterday at the gym, so I'm hurting. I'm hurting a little bit today. Two, 6, 4, 1. Right. Whoop. And then we'll have some new stuff to sink our teeth into on Friday. Let's see here. What's up, big boys? How you doing, bud? Nada, just trying to close out some stuff so you can move on to some new stuff. later in the week. All right, so here you go. This is from Jake Weinbach, NBA analyst. Ongoing trade talks for Giannis, the Timberwolves are expected to make anyone on the roster available outside of Anthony Edwards. Let's see here. Cool. There you go, Emart. Emart taking Tampa. If Minnesota were to pull off the blockbuster deal with Milwaukee, it would most likely be a mega multi-team framework with valued impact players routed to other teams in order to provide Milwaukee with desirable future assets. See, that's why I still think I'm making every part of my dinner available except this delicious filet mignon. That's fantastic, Steve. You know what? You can have the filet mignon. Just send me some Kelly's roast beef sandwiches. All right. That's all you need to do. You've got one job, and that is to send me Kelly's roast beef sandwiches. Some of the best roast beef sandwiches I've ever had is from Kelly's. When we were up in Boston for Evolve during the Evolve days. Man, it was after each show, it was straight to Kelly's for dinner. And then when Mrs. Zebra and I went to Fenway a few years ago, we went straight to we had Kelly's while we were there too. Like, I'm good. All right, last spot magic here to get us started for tonight. And it's the Emart special, Colorado Rockies. 10% off, and we're going. But if the filet is not available, though, Pinkston, if the filet is not available and you have to take the second option, you know, three-way beef. Okay. Are you trying to like insert Arby's into this conversation? Arby's being like the G League of roast beef sandwiches? All right, Wayne. There we go. All right, step 2 of 4. Select an Electrum Multisport. 17 left, $20. Too much salt. Huh. Mayo, barbecue sauce, and cheese. Just give me provolone on mine. Don't give me anything else. Just give me provolone. That's it. I don't need any sauce on it. Don't need no sauce. We don't need no stinking sauce. What's up, Phil? All right. See you later, Emart. Enjoy dinner. Hopefully there's no roast beef sandwiches there. Let's cross fingers for filet mignon for you. Horseradish sauce. Ugh. Not my thing. Not at all. I'm a pretty bland person when it comes to food. I'm not gonna lie. All right, there we go. Well, let's do this. All right, 17 left. Select an Electrum. We got to get giveaways and extras and packages. We got to get all 4 tonight. Clean out the shop, and that'll leave us with just the stuff for the next couple of weeks. Leave us with Museum and Pristine. And then eventually I'll get Series 1 up at some point. It's basically going to be a dead sprint for me product-wise all the way to vacation. Fills in for 2, halfway, 15. All right. Here we go. Pretty bland when it comes to food, but I do like pineapple on my pizza. Hate me all you want. I will absolutely defend pineapple on pizza, and I'll defend it to the hilt. Okay. Slansky, Pratt, Morrison, Nori, Condon, Mason Neville, Castillo, in action, Carson Benji, Sean Gamble, first refractor, Tibbs, refractor. Dude, I like a good Hawaiian pizza, man. With ham and pineapple, yes, all day long. I will absolutely eat a Hawaiian pizza. There's nothing wrong with that. Caden Kent first. We pulled his red to 5 last week. First base auto, Yankees. Emart. Look at that. Emart leaves. Get straight up. What's up, Kevin? Kevin and Kevin. Canadian bacon and pineapple. I'll take that. I can do that. Voigt, Tommy Troy, Forbes, Turley, Lampkin, Ricardo, Sneed, Kate Anderson prize prospects, Caleb Lace, first refractor, Patrick Forbes, first refractor. And no, I am not a psycho. Okay. Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, the salt in the Canadian, the salt in the ham, the salt that's in the ham with a marinara sauce and then the tang of the pineapple, fantastic. It works. It works. You can call me a psycho, but it works. Spuds McKenzie, Kuroda Grauer, Russell. I'm not a jalapeno guy, so you lost me on that one, Steven. Reimer, that, and I have a sensitive palate. I can't do a lot of heat. Landon Harmon, Made, Xavier Nans, Axis, Eli Willits, first refractor, Tommy Troy refractor. So, yeah, you lost me. You lost me on that one, but I can appreciate it though. You know what? Just lost your Italian card. We're judging. We're judging hard right now, Joe. Jacob Stefora. Britton Cycle. Caden Kent, Johnny Level, Tatum Gray, Gavin Fiend, Draft, LaCourse, First Refractor, Mitch Voigt, First Refractor. Oh. Well, at least I'm a referee, so at least I can officiate the fight. You make it above board and make it legal. Just tell me what state it'll be in, and I'll tell you whether or not I got to get a commission license to do it. Vidarak, Jordan, Weidman, Valdez, Schubert, Mayfield, Melendez, Ike Irish Prize Prospects, Hagen Smith Refractor, Devin Taylor First Refractor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Joe. Eduardo Tate, X-Fractor, Minnesota, Corey Odland, Taylor, Bradfield, Carmichael, Walker, Billy Carlson first, Yassington, Ike Irish, Gavin Colleen Axis, Graham Richardson First Refractor, Nance First Refractor. What about the speed bag, Steve? Still hitting the speed bag? Still got the reflexes? Hey, John. I smell an event coming. Yando Ricardo, Green Reptilian 99, 75 and 99, KC, Emart, Landon Hodge, first base auto, White Sox. Andrew Moore. Not much, John. How you doing? What's up, Josh? 465 Josh. All right, we're halfway on Select and Electrum. Someone's gonna hit. We know how Electrum goes around here. Casey Cunningham. First, wouldn't be against that. Hartshorn, Steel Hall, CJ Gray, Lodi, Sirota, Curly, Casey Cunningham Axis, Blake Mitchell Refractor, Carmichael First Refractor. I have other means. Whoa. Backyard Zebra Brawls for charity, of course. I mean, we'd have to do breaks first. Breaks first, and then the fight would be in the main event spot, okay? It would have to work out that way. Malachi Witherspoon, first True Blue to 150, 90 to 150, Detroit, Jacob Houtling. Walton, Clark, Mason Morris, Moore, Witherspoon, Essenberg, JT Quinn, first Sky Blue, Baltimore, Tanner Franklin, first Refractor, Bradfield Refractor. Winner opens the pack. You know, as we say in professional wrestling, as Eric Bischoff said, I like things that have stakes attached to it. What are the stakes of this match? So I think I could get behind that. Bloody Relics. Oh. Ugh. John's in that to get us to 12. Frey, Escobar, Elwinger, Celestin, Maldonado, Dax Kilby, Waldschmidt, Jamie Arnold Price Prospects, Dadelin first, Caleb Wing First Refractor. Oh, we don't need to do. Ooh, hey, we got a case hit. We got a final draft. We have got ourselves a final draft. We've got ourselves a final draft hit here that we're going to save for a minute. Rock Reggio Speckle for Colorado. Gage Wood, first Purple Reptilian to 199. 132 of 199. Philly, Joe McGee. Nance, Wing, JoJo Parker. West, Sloan, Yeaman, LaGrange, Zana Price Prospects, Gage Wood first refractor, Gavin Turley first refractor. Okay, here we go. And that is going to be, look at that, last spot magic if I've ever seen it in my life. Charlie Condon, final draft for the last team out, Colorado Rockies. Wayne Conley. No better example of last spot mojo in a break than pulling the case hit, Condon, final draft. Look at that. Look at that. As if any other example. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Swish? As if we had needed any example. Don't let the last team leave the last team hanging. There we go. All right, we're still out in auto here on the hobby box. Let's see what we can get here. Then we'll dive into breakers. So there's our auto. Killeen, Episcope, Salcian, Dickerson, Kepley, Montgomery, Hedges, Mitch Voigt draft, Tommy White refractor, JoJo first refractor for Toronto for Matt Hoker. We're still super fractorless this year in draft, and that needs to be rectified. Colin Yeaman first paper to 499, 162 of 499. Baltimore, James Rapoli. Jake Cook, Pena, Cody Miller first, Aiden Miller, White, Grivich, Lombard, Shtar Mori Axis, Nick Becker first refractor, Aiden West first refractors. Now leaves us with this. Seth Hernandez, first 22, first to 499 refractor auto, 325 of 499. Michael Allsworth, Pittsburgh. Look at that. It's even here. Allsworth coming up big. Hitting that Seth Hernandez. All right. Let's do this. Let me clean this up real quick. Here we go. Almost as good as pulling a Skeens. Almost. Almost. All right, we got some mojo and some refractor action here. Connor Griffin Prize Prospects. Ching Sen Ko. Matt Barr first. Gold Geometric to 50. 34-50 Minnesota. Corey Odland. Jefferson Rojas to 250. 134 250 Cubs. Colt. Painted to 150. 90 to 150 Milwaukee. Jacob Howley. Okay. But pineapple on my pizza. All day. All day pineapple on my pizza. Mason Peters. Morales. Auto one of this. JD Thompson, first refractor auto to 499. 398 to 499 Milwaukee. Howling. Tyler Bremner. First base auto. Angels. McGee. Ryan Mitchell, first mojo auto to 150, 136 to 150 Cardinals. Steve Rizzo. Not a bad breakers box there. Couple of high-end autos, couple of high-end prospects. Here we go. Let's scandalize here. Mojo, blue, draft. Okay. Seth Hernandez, draft, Pittsburgh. Tyson Lewis. Ethan Hedges to 99, green geometric, 37 to 99, Colorado, Wayne. JD Dix to 250, 103 to 250, Arizona, Steve Rizzo. Caleb Wing, first to 125, 35 to 125, Cubs, Colt. Okay. Antonio Jimenez, Joswar, Kane Kepley, first base auto, Cubs, Colt. Malachi Witherspoon, first mojo to 150 auto, 6 of 150, Detroit. Houtling. Kane Kepley, color match. First to 150, 114 to 150, Cubs, Colt. Color matched. What's up, Colt? Right. He's in here. Steve's in. So let's recap this beautiful draft goodness. Hedges to 99. JD Dix to 250. Caleb Wing to 125. Matt Barr to 50. Rojas to 250. Pena to 150. Colin Neiman paper to 499. Reggio Speckle. Gagewood to 199. Witherspoon to 150. Yandel Ricardo to 99. Final draft, Charlie Condon. Witherspoon first to 150 auto. Kepley base auto and first to 150 auto. JD Thompson first to 499 auto. Bremner first auto. Ryan Mitchell first auto to 150. Landon Hodge first auto. Caden Kent first auto. Seth Hernandez first auto to 499. Round out 13. Got one more PYT. Got one more PYT up. We'll hit the cheaper stuff first, and then we'll come back to the PYT. Andrew's in to get us to 10. So we're 2/3 the way there on Electrum and Select. So 5 autos and a relic over that. Two and a relic from Select and 3 from Electrum. That's how that is going to shake down. I like it. All this talk about pineapple on my pizza is making me hungry. Go figure. Cheat meals on Thursday. Gotta eat good tonight. Eat good tomorrow. Thursday's cheat night. That is the plan. And then I think after Thursday, there may not be another cheat meal for me until vacation. Until we can get on vacation. That's how I think that's going to shake down. All right, 10 left. Let's go. Let's close it out. Once again, giveaways. If we close out everything tonight, we rip everything we can. It's good to be back just talking. Any more fake Giannis news? Always. Of course. Someone, there's always got to be a turd in the punch bowl, shall we say. For Burrow being Burrow at the Pro Bowl. I don't know. Pro Bowl does nothing for me, for being totally honest. Oh, the celebrity rosters. See if anybody. Sham Charania is playing in the celebrity game. Are you kidding me? Taco Fall, Keegan Michael Key, Jeremy Lin, Dylan Mang, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Glorilla on one team, a couple other people. I don't know who they are. On the other side, Cody Jones, Andre DeGrasse, Mustard, Adrian Nunez, Taylor Frankie Paul, Jason Williams, Keenan Allen, Nicholas Van Steenberg. It's a Palty Paul. Okay. Source Mike Conley is not expected to stay in Chicago. Well, this Conley's not long for this world. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see here. Nothing. Come on, give us the Giannis trade. Why do we got to wait until Thursday? Just get it over with. Just announce it. Say it's a done deal. Like, what more is 36 hours actually going to get you in the grand scheme of things? Like, announce it, and then let's just see the absolute sheer insanity that happens afterwards. Just like the euphoria. All right. All right. Dropping this down to 18. Dropping it down to 18 for the last 10 so we can close this out. Cool chosen site. All right. Select an Electrum, and then I figure after that we can do the one box, the cheap one box of draft. Make it easy. Kevin's in to get us to 9. Last couple top loaded here, ready for sorting. Mike's in to get us to 8. Mike, you've had good luck with the multi-sport breaks before. They're hitting me for in the game used tomorrow. That'll come out, I think, while I'm on vacation. So we'll have that when we get back from vacation. We're going to have a lot of stuff when we come back from vacation. Be some fun times when we get back from vacation. Christmas present from my mother, 4-day cruise of the Caribbean. So Port Canaveral to Nassau to Celebration Key and back. And then 2 days in Orlando afterwards. So with travel, I'll be gone. I'll be gone a full week. So it is the first time since I started Referees of the Caribbean. Yeah, it's the first time that first time since I started here with Ben, since we started all together here, that I'm actually taking more than a couple of days off. So, and actually to actually just shutting everything down for a week. Yeah, warm weather. So, and after once I get back, then we're gonna push it in through March into April, and then in April we're gonna have some fun. All right. Let's go. Eight left. Let's do this. Put this away. What's up, Ty? What's up, Mikey? How you doing? All right, let's go. I'm sorry. It could be worse. You could still be in Pittsburgh for whatever reason. So it's a box of select tie, random team, and then multi-sport electrum. All 30 spots go into a random for this. So it's total of 3 autos, so 6 autos and a relic over both boxes. You're welcome. Ooh. There we go. 4. Reeve. Hey, Wayne. Close that Stanley up. No, Canada Dry, zero sugar, cherry ginger ale. My drink of choice. So I'm gonna try to keep the Paul. I'm gonna try to keep the alcohol consumption down until I go on the cruise. Because on the cruise, I have the alcohol package for the cruise. So, and it will literally be, yeah, it will literally be all the alcohol I could conceivably consume without my liver. So, Ty, what they're doing is there's a limit on the number of drinks you can have per day. But being truthfully honest, there's no way that I could conceivably drink that much. And anyone that could, so they limit it at 15 in a 24-hour period. So like if there's someone, yeah, if there's someone that could have that, then Lord bless them, their liver's better than mine. Because I don't know many livers that could be shot with 60 drinks in 4 days. So, and then on top of it, it includes soda, energy drinks, coffee. It includes everything on top of it. So it's not just the alcohol, it's the alcohol plus soda and everything else. So it's the full upgrade. So yeah, I don't know anybody personally. I just don't know anyone personally that could do that. Like that has the liver strong enough to have that many. I know mine is not that good. Mine is not good enough for that. So margaritas. Margaritas, and then we'll see what kind of bourbon they have. 15 in a day get you black. I mean, if you start, you got to start at 6 a.m. All right, next up, Bowman Draft 1 box, 21 left, random team. Like, you'd have to start drinking at 6 a.m. to do that. 3 to 4 Bloody Mary, so it gets you almost a third of the way through. I'll see, we're talking about alcohol consumption on a cruise. Drinking at 6 a.m. Yeah, so to bring you up to speed, Steve. So I got the alcohol package for the cruise I'm going on vacation, and it's a limit of 15 per day in a 24-hour period going 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. So we were saying that you'd have to start drinking at 6 a.m. Uh, at 6 a.m. to make that work. That's what we were getting at. So yeah, that was the 15 light beers. Now, what's your definition of a light beer, John? I mean, yeah, Steve. Bud Light. I still couldn't do a case and a half of Bud Light in a day. There's no way. And honestly, if I'm gonna drink at my age, if I'm gonna drink, I ain't drinking beer, light beer. Like I'm going for bourbon, whiskey. Like that's the stuff that I'm going for. I hope for something better than Whistle Pig. Oh, I could say, hey, sweetheart, do we have plan? Oh, so we've got Django on Thursday, don't we? We have Django on Thursday, don't we? Dirt Cheap and O'Fallon is doing a tasting of the brand new Weller. They're doing a Weller event on Thursday. Yeah, yeah. It's from like 4 to 6 or something like that on Thursday. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, so there I may go to that new Weller tasting. I have a Weller t-shirt as of last week too. Isn't it weird? All right, let's do some randomizing here. Be done by 10 p.m. Oh yeah, light pours. Yeah, that's where I see my numbers could get pretty decent. I think my numbers for that could be decent if it's really light pours. 8 times. Last time I was on a cruise ship 10 years ago, the most economical beer of choice was they had the oil cans, the oil cans of Foster's. And for the money and the volume, it was good. I don't know how much that's changed since the last time I was on a cruise. Once again, that was 10 years ago. Really? Bud Light's got more than Bud Heavy? You serious? John Weller, always. The Weller or Blanton's are my two. 6 up. Found a place locally. I have not. Who's it by? Blanton's is hard to find. I know. Trust me. All right, here we go, guys, for the random here. Ty with the Yankees, Rob Stricker, Minnesota, Andrew Moore, Toronto, Steve Home, Tampa, Steve Rizzo, D-backs, Greg, Cleveland, Phil Phelps, Washington, Rizzo, Philly, Bertman, Boston, Mi'kmo, Houston, John, Angels, Paul Simmons, KC, Rapoli, Pittsburgh, McGee, San Diego, Seattle, John, Baltimore, Ty, San Francisco, Paul Simmons, Texas, Steve Holm, Detroit. Andrew Moore, Cincinnati. Bill Greg, Miami. Wayne, Mets. Mike Moran, Dodgers. Wayne, Cardinals. John, Rockies. Rapoli, White Sox. Kevin Benson, Athletics. Rotolo, Milwaukee. Wayne, Atlanta. Bill Phelps, Cubs. Trade window is open. Yeah, Blanton's is hard to find. Trust me, I'm long aware of that inevitable fact. You know what? I'd pay that. I don't think that's a bad asking price for Blanton. If I'm paying upwards, if the Weller is sitting around that, I'd pay for that. I'd be okay with that because it's one that I would save. Orioles for Braves confirmed. Done and done. I do like Angel's Envy. Angel's Envy for a long time was a good go-to for me. With the sherry cask finish. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Shout out to Wayne for the Sloan rack earlier. I like it. Angel's Envy's good. I like it. So Paul Simmons, Kevin said KC for A's. There we go. KC for A's confirmed. No, Steve, this is Select and then Electrum Multisport. Select Hobby Box, 3 autos and a relic. Select and Electrum, 2 boxes. No, you're all good. Last call for any other trades on this one. Going once. Going twice. Trade window closed. Let's bring it back. All right. All right, there we go. Give me a moment here. All right, we got 21 left. Cheap 1 box of draft. So here's what I'll do for draft. If we fill the 1 box of draft, everybody in the draft break will get a Zebra Breaks t-shirt of some sort thrown in their stack, thrown in their package. Got a couple different designs left that I'm gonna clear through before I get my WrestleMania design shirts made. So let's clear them out. I'll clear them out. We'll throw them into stacks. So that's if we got to fill 2643 on stage to do it. Let's go. Wayne's in. What's up, Michael Rottola? And then just so you know, guys, I will have a stack breaker next Tuesday. That way people can get stuff out. We'll get stuff out the door before I go on vacation. Evening to you, Michael. How you doing, bud? Yeah, so I'll have a stack breaker next Tuesday. Colson, Bazana, Jordan Lawler to 75, 44 of 75 for Arizona. And how about a Max Muncy Diamond Action Silverado for the Athletics? Paul Simmons. There's some trade payoff right there. Selector not really good this year. I like it. Dante Nori. Looks like we got some tie-dye action coming up here. Honeycutt, Jacob Wilson, Ted Simmons. Tie-dye to 25. Bookend it. 25 of 25. St. Louis. Wayne. Hagen Smith turbocharged. Schultz, Judge, Tejada, Yadier Molina to 125, 94, 125. Cardinals, Wayne. This turned out to be a Cardinals box. Mizorowski, turbocharged rookie. Chandler Simpson, rookie. Dollander, rookie. Witt, Jacob Wilson, silver. Ripken, numbers. Will Clark. Yeah, I'll say with the fact that that Panini doesn't have the license and it changed, they've done really well curating this product. They've done pretty well curating their baseball products. Like Prospect Edition was really good. Prism was really good. Like they've done pretty well for themselves. Skeens, Maddox, Luke Dickerson, red to 149, 72 of 149. Washington. I agree, Steve. Phil Phelps. I agree. Ortiz certified. Sheffield. Dylan Cruz rookie. Cliff Lee. Noble Meyer blue to 199. 104, 199. Miami. Bill Grake. Skeens numbers. McGonigal. Arias. Jace Laviolette. Edgar Cuero rookie tricolor. White Sox. James Rapoli. Skeens phenomenon. Randy Morales. Meteroff. Bo Jackson. Chase Petty rookie tricolor. Reds. Andrew Moore. Reggie Jackson, numbers, Will Wagner. So these two here should have some hits in it here. Because we've only got one auto and it's 3. So we should have some spuds coming here. Clemente, Colt Keith, Vance Honeycutt silver, Luis Angel phenomenon rookie, Dion, Braden. What's up, Michael Kramer, Yachty? Ching Seng Ko color match to 199, 191 to 199. Dodgers. Mike Moran, Braden, Montgomery phenomenon, Ozzie Smith, Piazza, Christian Moore, Chase Burns, rookie tricolor Reds. Auto 2, look at that. Charlie Condon. Diamond Action Silverado, Colorado, John Key. Huh. All right, Mike, I'll forward it on to Ivan. Were you trying to get spots in something tonight? Yeah, okay. All right, I'll message it. I'll forward it over to Ivan. See what happens. See what he says. Okay, perfect. Eddie Collins, Hornsby, Miggy, Blake Mitchell, silver. Lombard Jr. with the pinstripe, selective swatches relic, to 99, 82 and 99. It's going to be Yankees. Ty Windy. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully they will get it solved for you. Oh, 3 autos or relics, so 2 and 1. Okay. All right, so we didn't get shorted. All right. All right, let's do Electrum here. It's been a Condon kind of night tonight with Colorado. Final draft, case hit, and an auto and select. Take that. How's your week going, Michael Kramer? All right, let's see what kind of heat we got left in this. All right, let's go. First up from Electrum. Fran Tarkenton, Strange Colors. Gold Shimmer Auto, 1 of 1. Okay. Start. What's going on, Josh? So Tarkenton, 1 of 1 auto. Second, Jack Ham, green auto to 5, 1 of 5. Old school Steelers. All right, this has got to be. Hey, we got a multi-auto. We got a quad, 4-way quad multi-auto. Ho! Electrum 4, Ryan Sandberg, Wade Boggs, Dale Murphy, Don Mattingly, Hitman Inscription, quad auto, 1 of 1. If anybody wants personals, I've got a few more boxes on this. I've got a few more. Got 5 more. Got 2 listed in the shop. I'll put all 5 up there. Hold on. There we go. All right. So here's how the rain. So let's recap everything from the break here. Chinks & Co. to 199. Noblemeyer to 199. Dickerson to 149. Yachty to 125. Ted Simmons tie-dye to 25. Jordan Lawler to 75. Charlie Condon, Diamond Action Silver Auto. Max Muncy, Diamond Action Silver Rookie Auto. Lombard, Selective Swatches Relic to 99. Jack Ham, Auto to 5. Frank Tarkenton, Strange Colors, 1 of 1 Auto. Sandberg, Boggs, Murphy, Mattingly, Quad Auto, 1 of 1. So here's how this is going to work for the random. So top spot is going to get the quad auto. Second spot's going to get the Fran Tarkenton auto. And then third spot's going to get the Jack Ham auto. All right. So here's all the names. 9 times. Let's see what we got here. And 9. So Ty Windy. Ty's getting the quad auto. Steve Holm with the Fran Tarkenton 101 auto. Steve Rizzo with the Jack Ham auto. 1, 2, 3. All right. We are rocking and rolling. We're halfway on the one box. Once again, everyone that's in the break, if we fill this, everybody in 2643 will get a Zebra Breaks t-shirt. And then we'll do the big giveaways of the autos. We fill the PYT after that. So we're halfway. Let's close this one out. We can do this. We're pulling good stuff tonight. Steve's in to get us to 14. It's all good, Steve. Ty's grabbing two. See ya. Have a good one, my friend. Take it easy. Ty's in to get us a 12. Reset here. So this is 2643. Right. Fills in to get us to 10. Strike while the iron's hot. Well, you got the momentum. Mr. Momentum. All right. Down to 10. See if there's any updated Giannis news here. I will not, Phil. I'm not getting Chrome Tennis at all. I don't know if Ben's going to have it or not. Yeah. Who's the chase in that, Phil? I hadn't even looked at a checklist of it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wow. Okay. All right, we're down to 10, 2/3 the way there. Let's go. Let's close this bad boy out. Reports out of Cleveland that James Harden is not happy in Cleveland and seeks a trade now. Oh. Right, let's do this. We got it. Let's see here. Hmm. All right. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right. What is this? 43. All right, I'll knock it down to 21. I didn't build a lot of margin in this one. All right, down to 21 for the last 10. According to senior ESPN NBA insider Shams Charania, Shams predicts that we will fill this break in a timely manner. All right. Let's go. Paul Zendigas to Niner. I am not calling from a walkie-talkie. All right, let's see what ESPN has to say here. Any new news there? Curry, LeBron, and KD to team up at the All-Star game. Kawhi too. Oof. It's Team USA against the world, though. So let's see here. Anything? Let's see here. Do-do-do. Nothing. Hey, give me a Giannis trade. Come on. Let's not overlook this here. Joe Hendry wins the NXT title. All right, good for him. We believe. Way to go, Joe. What's up, Matt? Link out here. Expand. Right. Steve's in to get us to 8. Matt's in to get us to 5. There we go. Final 5. There. I am leaving town on the 15th, so a week from Sunday, and then we're leaving out in the cruise morning of the 16th. So our last break night here will be 1 week from Friday the 13th. And then after that, we will not have a break night until Sunday night, the 22nd. But we're going to have a lot when we come back. We're going to have Gilded Collection and Stadium Club when we get back. So we'll have some stuff waiting for us for when I get back on the 22nd. And then we're going to have that week we've got, as of right now, that next NBA drop is Finest, Steve, and that I think that's March 3rd. It's a Tuesday for some odd reason. Which, if so, great, good for me. I may have a deal lined up on tops three boxes. Those basketball boxes, it's 3 autos a box. I think it's only being offered to Montgomery Club. I may have a line on one of those. So we may have a basketball break in between if that deal goes through. I don't know for certain yet. But we'll see. It'll have to be PYT format because it's expensive. It's an expensive product, even for 3 autos. All right, down to 5. Let's go. Close this sucker out. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to also, I mean, you have to look at it also for with them trying to put out everything else. Most people don't realize for wrestling, which is a growing fandom with cards, it's been over 5 months since we've had a new wrestling release. Yeah. We were supposed to have Universe back at the end of October, and we're not getting it now until the end of February. All right, 5 left. Let's go. Who's closing this out? Let's do this. Right. We got this. Hey, Phil. Let's go. Hey, Jay. How you doing? All right. Final five. We can do it. Yep. We have learned. Jay's in to get us to 4. Moan. Doom. Do, 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 do. Trying to see if there's anything of note in the world here. No Giannis talk. I think it's probably gone down for the night. Probably not till tomorrow. John's in to get us a 3. And Shalsey's closing us out. Thank you, Shalsey. All right, for the giveaways of the autos, there's the last one. PYT 14. Three. Come up with Shalsey. What's up, guys? All right. Give me one sec here. We'll run the randomizer. Here we go. Just in case. All right. Let's go randomizing. Ten times. Go teams. Go team. Sports ball. 7 times. All right. Here's the breakdown. Andrew Moore, Dodgers. Steve Holm, Reds. Shalsey, Rockies. Eric Greco, Astros. Matt Hoker, Miami. Steve Rizzo, Cardinals. Culpa, Toronto. Phil Phelps, Athletics. Steve Holm, Texas. Wayne, Kansas City. Phil Phelps, Phillies. Wayne, Cubs. Steve Rizzo, Pittsburgh. Ty, Cleveland, and Angels. Shalsey, Orioles. Matt Hoker, Boston. Jay, Giants. Houtling, Twins. Shalsey, Tigers. Steve Rizzo, Padres. Chris Smith, Rays. Matt Hoker, Brewers. Bill Grake, Yankees. John Key, Braves. Got your team. Greco, Seattle. Michael Rotolo, Mets. Hildebrand, D-backs. Paul Simmons, Nats. Andrew Moore, White Sox. Trade windows open. Nats for A's. It's an interesting trade. Angels for White Sox. Looking for Nats or Jays. Steve's got Reds and Rangers. Steel Hall. His stuff's doing good money too, Steve. Yeah, he's a top 8. Padres available. This is 2643. Okay. For Hilker, Padres for the Sox. All right, last call. Going once. Going twice. Trade window closed. Bring you guys back. Okay. Let's see how we do here. That may be the goal in a couple of weeks. A few weeks. 3 weeks from Friday. Still waiting to see a checklist for Universe. I don't see a reason why we don't have rock autos in it, but you never know. But you never know. All right, grab your teams. 20 to close out the night and to unlock the giveaways. Well, that'll do. Billy Carlson. First base auto, White Sox. Andrew Moore. Dude, cheap breaks are bangers. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Top guy in this. Top guy. Take it. Guzman, Jamie Arnold, Fouch, Doyle, Lombard, Schubert, Mayfield, Kenny Anderson prize prospects, Sloan refractor, Brian Curley, first refractor. They collated these stupidly. Walcott, Mason Peters, Morales, Quinn, Waldschmidt, Kepley, Lodice. In action, Xavier Nance, Lampkin first refractor, Quintero refractor. What's up, Ben? Hey, we can start pulling Miami. Ben's here. We've been holding off on Miami for you to get here. I sense the enthusiasm in your voice, Ben. Esmeralda Valdez, X-Fractor, Pittsburgh, Steve Roselle. Pena, Millar, Connor Griffin, Kelly, Lombardi, Bazana, Aaron Watson, Colleen Axis, LaGrange refractor, Antonio Jimenez, first refractor. Ching Sen Ko, Speckle, Dodgers. Angel Moore, Casso, Max Williams, Salas, Hyanson, Melendez, Moore, McGonigal, Zana Prize prospects, Colin Yeaman, first refractor, Spencer Jones refractor. Weatherholt, Crossland, Dickerson, Sailors, Arias, Bodine, Nelson, Jamie Arnold Prize prospects, Billy Carlson first refractor, Joshua refractor. Oh, that's gold. Braden Montgomery, gold to 50, 37 to 50. Have yourself a break, Andrew Moore, White Sox. Janik, Thompson, Dunno, Middleton, Sirota, Curley, Braden Montgomery, Gavin Fiend draft, Ricardo refractor, Trevor Cohen first refractor. Yeah, Sox having a night here in this one. Patrick Forbes, first paper to 499, 298 to 499. D-backs, Josh Hildebrand, Rojas, Root, Phillips, Mira, Cone, Yost, Gabe Davis, Maury Axis, Ike Irish first refractor, Walcott refractor. Cade Obermueller, first base auto, Philadelphia, Phil Phelps. Brecht, Owens, Culpepper, Fleming, Witherspoon, Essenberg, Seth Hernandez, Mitch Voigt draft, Piacenton first refractor, Steven Jr. first refractor. Okay. Kind of another big hit in this. That would be the Wild Hope. Conrad, Harvey, Bremner, Selena, Hammond, Fisher, Ethan Petrie, Ike Irish Price Prospects, Maldonado First Refractor, Mason Peters First Refractor. Maury, Riley Quick, Slade, Ebel, Hedges, White, Gurvich, Xavier Nans Axis, Nate Snead First Refractor, Benji Refractor. All right. We are down to the nitty gritty. We are down to the nitty gritty. So that's their auto. Ben Jacobs, Stefora, Fritton, Sikora, Bellew, Chinks & Co., Reed, Kaysen Axis, Waldschmidt Refractor, JT Quinn First Refractor. Eli Willits first to 199. Purple Reptilian. 81/99. Washington, Paul Simmons. Not bad. Slavinsky, Cooper Pratt, Morrison, Nori, George, Desira, Tyson Lewis, Joswar, Sky Blue, San Francisco, Dax Kilby, First Refractor, Morales Refractor. All right, so we got a teal lava auto here. Liam Doyle. First teal lava auto to 199. 76/199. St. Louis Cardinals. Steve Rizzo. That's not a bad one either. That's not a bad one to have either. That was a good hobby box. Forbes to 499 paper. Braden Montgomery gold to 50. Chinks & Co. Speckle. Eli Willits to 199. Obermueller first auto. Doyle first teal lava auto to 199. Billy Carlson first. Round out the break. All right. So to unlock the giveaways, 2642, PYT 14 will get us 20 left to get us the rest of the way. That'll clean out the shop for tonight. That will clean out the shop. And that was the goal from the outset. He does PC Cardinals, Steve. If you guys decide to do a deal and you just want me to put it into Pinkston Stack, just let me know. And just DM me or something in Discord. Just let me know either way. Okay. All right, 20 left. 20 left, and we got 20 here. We can do this. I believe in us like I believe in the new NXT champion, Joe Hendry. Scotland is on top. 2 Scotland guys. Two Scotland guys as champions. Did not realize that. All right. So we'll give it a little bit here. If we don't have some movement, then we'll just hold this over to Friday. So Friday, museum collection and chrome update. And then if this doesn't fill for tonight, then this can go Friday as well. And have ourselves a little bit of a night on Friday. He's all top loaded here. What's everybody watching? Wow, we are filling. Talk to me. Hockey? Who's playing? Interesting. Kraken and the Ducks. Fan of either one, Bill? Fair enough. Just hockey on ESPN. Oilers and Stars. Okay. And my team, unfortunately, I think we are the worst team in the league this year. We should be way better than we are on paper. What's up, William Breaks? On paper, we should be way better. In practice, that's not the case. Season, I think we're going to end up getting a good draft pick next year. Blues are garbage. Had a 4-goal lead against Nashville and blew it. What's up, Tennessee Cards? What's up, Bronson? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, in the West, nope, the Blues are actually we're not. We're next to last. We're 7 points ahead of Vancouver. Vancouver's the worst in the league. And we are 13 points off of a wild card spot. Yeah, that's not happening. Blues are 7 games under 500. Woof. I'll take a lottery pick for next season. We got Colorado in the West, and they are just dominating right now. Only 9 losses, 81 points, and it's only February. That's ridiculous. 81 points, February 3rd. Holy crap. It's unreal. Flat out unreal. They're going to hit 100 points. They keep playing this rate. By the time we get to April. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it for tonight. It's 10:45, so I don't think we're going to fill PYT 14. So we'll have that out for Friday. So 5 breaks on tap for Friday. Museum Collection Chrome Jumbo, 47, 48, 49, and 50. And then PYT 14 here at 42. So fun night tonight. Actually, some really good pulls tonight for a Tuesday night. So appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on Friday night. We'll do it all over again. Thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. Round the third and heading for home. See you on Friday night, everybody. Take care.